imagine something, I want you to imagine it to the best of your ability. If I ask you to feel something, I want you to feel it to the best of your ability. And if I ask you to do something, I need you to do it to the best of your ability. Just nod if you understand. Brilliant. I want you to now imagine that your hand is stuck to the table. I want you to really feel that that hand is stuck to the table, that it's locked, glued, stuck, welded into place. Really feel what that would be like if your hand was just so stuck to the table that you just can't move because you know that it's just stuck to the table. And the more that you look at it, the more that it just locks, glues, sticks, welds into place. And every single sound that you hear, including the sound of my voice, just allows that hand to stick further into the table. Push your hand down onto the table, and the more that you push down, the more that you try to lift up. But the more that you try to lift your hand up, the more that you push down onto the table because you know your hand is stuck, locked, glued, welded into place. Try and lift your hands and find that you can't. And the more that you try to unstick that hand, the more it just sticks into place. Locks, glues, sticks, welds into place.
Come on, guys.
What's your name? You can break my Lucy, look at me, look at me. Imagine that glue melting away. Now, lift your hand all the way up. Your hand sticks, locked, stuck, welded into place. And the more that you try to unstick it, the more it sticks into that table. What's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa, right now. Imagine that glue melting away. Imagine that locked, glued, stuck, welded now. And the more that you hear any sound, the more that it locks, glues, sticks, welds into place. Just look at me for a second. That hand will remain stuck there. In a moment, I'm going to get you to say the alphabet. As you do that, I'm going to clench, you will stop, and you just won't be able to continue. Okay? What? Slowly start to say the alphabet for me.
A, B, C.
Speed up a little bit.
E, F, G, H, I, J.
Continue.
L, M, N, O, P.
Bit faster.
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X.
Say it. Now.
Z.
Now, all the way up, all the way gone.
Oh, no.
Thank you very much, guys.
He's getting Sticky Vicky over there. I got the same power 20 years ago.
Okay, this is very important. This is very important. I'm going to need complete silence. I don't mean this in a harsh way. This just won't work.
Getting naked.
Unless... Here we go. You can just feel that hand locked, stuck, glued, welded into place, so stuck that you just can't move because you know it's stuck, locked, glued, welded into that table. Imagine the table and your hand becoming one locked surface and you just can't move it because you know it's stuck. What I'm going to get you to do is very simple. I want you to just allow your eyes to close just now for me. And I want you to imagine now that although your hand is stuck, I want you to imagine that you're on a cloud. And I want you to imagine that you're on a cloud in the sky. And I want you to imagine that on that cloud you're floating, drifting deeper and deeper into this wonderful state. And I want you to imagine that because you're on this cloud, you haven't got a care in the world because this is your cloud. And any worries or stress that you may have in life suddenly seem so much better because instead of these, when we think of our stresses and our worries, we think of them on a big screen, like a movie screen in front of us. But when you shrink that down to the size of an iPad screen or even smaller to a phone screen, now you are on top of your worries instead of your worries being on top of you. With that hand still stuck, locked, glued, welded into the table, just hold out your left hand palm down for me. I'm going to take that here. In a minute, I'm going to touch you on the shoulder. As I do that and you hear that word that you know all too often with hypnosis, I just want you to go into that wonderful state of relaxation now. Sleep all the way down, all the way deep, all the way sound asleep. And just focus on every single molecule in your body, just relaxing deeper and deeper. And you can just relax into this state because you know that you're drifting on this cloud. Every sound that you hear just takes you deeper and deeper into relaxation, into that beautiful state of relaxation, drifting deeper and deeper and deeper. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you go, which sticks your hand further onto the table. I'm going to bring you up now because we need to unstick your hands. So all I'm going to do is say this. As you drift deeper and deeper into that wonderful state of relaxation, we're going to bring you up on the count of 3 times deeper than ever before. 2, a place where you can let your mind and body relax. 1 more time and wake up. And there, lift up. How'd you feel?
He loves a kid like you. He's always loved a kid.
Thank you very much. Okay, look at your hand and sleep all the way down, all the way down, all the way deep, all the way deep, all the way down, all the way deep, all the way sound asleep. Now you know exactly what that trance feels like. You know exactly that state of mind that you can allow your mind to go into. And every time you hear that word sleep, from now on, I'm going to bring you back up. Every time you hear that word sleep and I tap you on the shoulder, you're going to fall back into that state. I may even try some experiments with you. I'm going to ask you what your name is, and you will not be able to tell me your name. You will know every other detail, but you will not be able to tell me your name. On the count of 3, we're going to bring you up 3 times deeper than ever before. 2, a place where you can let your mind and body relax. 1 more time, eyes open, wide awake. Hi, I'm Charlie. What's your name?
Fred.
Fred. Fred. Sorry, what was your name? What's your name?
This is Fred.
Fred, you're Fred.
Fred.
And you're Fred, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm Charlie.
Charlie.
Nice to meet you, Fred. Fred, that's F-R-E-D, right? That's your name is Fred, right? And sleep all the way down, all the way deep, all the way sound asleep, drifting deeper into that trance. This time you will know your name. Your name is no longer Fred. Your name is back to normal, and this time you will not be able to recall the number 6. I'm going to ask you to recite the numbers from 1 to 10. You will not be able to speak the number 6, and you won't know why. You will just miss it out. You will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That number 6 has no relevance to you. It's as if it doesn't exist. Eyes open, wide awake. Hi, I'm Charlie. You are?
Yeah, I'm Mike.
Brilliant. What I want you to do is I want you to, this will seem really weird, but could you just count from 1 to 10 for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Brilliant. And maybe back down from 10 to 0 would be great if you could do that for us.
10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Really, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for doing that. Look at the lines on your hand there and sleep all the way down, all the way deep, all the way sound asleep. I'm going to bring you up. You're going to remember every single thing. You're going to remember the number 6. You're going to remember that your name is Mike. Everything will be completely back to normal. I'm going to clap. When I clap, that's your cue to wake up and everything will be back to normal. 3 times deeper than ever before. 2, a place where you can let your mind and body relax. 1, last time, eyes open, wide awake. Hi, I'm Charlie, you are?
Oh yeah, Mike.
Brilliant. Have you enjoyed the show?
Yes, thank you very
Brilliant.
much.
Thank you very much, guys.
Wait till you see that video, son.
I've given him a business